Hey fire signs, so if you are of fire element, that being a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries, this will be your full moon in Aquarius reading. So my fire signs, I am back to give you a full moon reading. It is in the sign of Aquarius. And so as we move forward with your reading, hopefully I will keep this way less than 30 minutes. As with the other readings, they kind of went to 30 minutes, and I want to kind of shave off the timing. But let us speak about, first and foremost, what is the overall theme behind this full moon in Aquarius. The theme of it is showing the world the real you. So there is some aspect collectively, all of us, that this theme of this full moon is asking us to show up. But in showing the world the real you, that means what? Showing up as your authentic self, your true authentic version of yourself. And from what I have seen by the cards here that have come out for you from fire signs, I want to say I'm very proud of you. At first I was like, okay, I wasn't too sure until I got the other cards that come out. And I want to say that you guys, actually, let's just get right into your cards. Before I actually do that, I want to give you a little bit more about an extension to you showing up, as all of us is asked to do this at this time, right? On what the theme of this is besides showing up as our authentic version of ourselves, the Aquarius full moon is also asking us to unleash our inner rebel. We all have a rebellious inner rebel type of energy inside of us, right? There's sometimes that we want to hold back on it, and then there's sometimes we need to release it, especially during this full moon. The next question is, are you ready to unleash your authentic version of yourself? Have you felt the calling to drastically switch up the status quo, rebelling against structure or limitations in your life? If the answer is yes, the moon energy will amplify the rebel within to march to the beat of your own drum. It's time to crank up the energy from this moon, because when the moon is full, all aspects of our inner life are heightened. And so I want to say that when it said crank up the energy, I think that you guys definitely is the true representation of that, because for one thing, you guys are ruled by the element of fire, right? There's fire in your Augusto energy, right? And your cards that have come out, you are truly in that energy. The first card that came out that is representing the overall energy that is surrounding you at this time is the Two of Wands. This is where you guys collectively are at right now. And I want to say this is very good, because the Two of Wands, even though it is decisions, but it's also planning, it's working on something, it's like progress. So I want to say that maybe something that you initiated, maybe from last month, from the last full moon, or maybe you've been planning on something for the past 2 months. Maybe it's something that you've been working on and planning on for the past 2 years. You would know how long it would mean for you, but I feel in some way or another that you guys have been working on something. There's progress to be seen. It's also a card of moving forward, because after the Two of Wands, it's the Three of Wands. And Three of Wands is, it's like, definitely, it's like that phrasing, can't stop, won't stop. You guys are on a journey of growth, progress, and nothing can stop you right now. Nothing and nothing can get in the way. And I love that. I love it. I love it. So if you know, Wands is connected to you guys' element, fire. So you are on fire. You are fire. You are a fireball, and you are on fire, exuding everything you need to press forward. But I also sense, when preparing your cards, a sense of calmness. There is something inside of you that is of confidence, which we know Wands also shows confidence, because during the pre-shuffling, I did see the image of the Emperor. The Emperor is connected to that of Aries. So for some of you Aries, right? You, like, there's this confidence that is just like very, very, strong at this time. For all of you collectively, you fire signs, there's a sense of you being in control of your life. And it's like that thing, it's like, I'm in control And I love it. Like Janet Jackson, in control of her life. When she made that video, that song, what do you get from that? Control of your life, control of your dreams, your visions, control of just doing things your way, regardless of what people may think or may not think. You are in control of your life and you love it. And I love it for you. So with that being said, to clarify the overall meaning behind that Two of Wands, you guys got the Six of Swords paired with the Queen of Wands. Another energy that is representing your guys' element, Wands, but you're showing up as the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is that energy of confidence. She knows it, right? She's beautiful. She's creative. She is. Now, I feel that for some of you, you might be creative at this time, but I also picked it up. Some of you might be becoming an entrepreneur, an independent contractor. Maybe you have worked for someplace a while and now, you've been contemplating and maybe now kind of working for yourself at this time. And you're moving on. It's almost like maybe it's something that you've been contemplating because you were still like in the stages of maybe processing and thinking about and contemplating if you should do it. And the Six of Swords is here, is showing that you are finally making that decision. You are moving on to something that is going to, in your mind's eye, it's going to be successful. Maybe you are coming out from a job or a career that didn't quite go the way that you wanted to. It was chaotic. Maybe it was something that mentally didn't make you happy. And you are changing that. And I love it. When I think about what I just said about you are changing it, I think about the Magician. The Magician is showing up at the bottom of this deck. On one of the decks that I'm using for this reading, the Magician knows he has the power to change your situation for the better. So you are making changes. You are making decisions that is going to work out and be better for your life, not other people's life, but for your life. And that is always a wonderful accomplishment. And as I always say on this channel, go ahead and give yourself a big pat on the back for such an accomplishment, because sometimes when we begin to initiate some sort of change, or we want change and we're deciding, it just stays in our mind, but we don't take action behind it. So you guys been thinking about it, you've been working on it, and now you are ready to take that action on it. And for those that maybe are not quite there, it's okay, because this energy of this full moon is going to amplify that. It's going to kind of, like I say, bring out the rebel within you. So if there's been something that you've been hiding and withholding within yourself in terms of what it is you truly, really want in your life, but maybe there's been other external influences that kind of kept you from really showing up and really doing what you want to do, then this energy of this full moon is going to somehow trigger that rebellious energy for you to go ahead and show up as your authentic self. And so again, like I said, that's always an accomplishment that deserves a pat on the back. So a job well done there. Now, as we come down to clarify what then is the message behind the Six of Swords to the Queen of Wands, you guys got the Nine of Pentacles. I love it. The Nine of Pentacles is an energy as well of doing quite well, sustaining yourself, being free. There's a sense of freedom that's surrounding you, fire signs, at this time. But also it's like having confidence and knowing that what you put out, what you planted the seeds toward, whatever it is that you're initiating, taking a route and a path that is going to yield success for you, even though it might not be quite where you want to be in terms of like the financial aspects of it, but you are building the blocks for it. You are kind of putting yourself in a position so as to create stability for yourself in the long run. And like I said, maybe this is something that you didn't quite see if you were like maybe, working for someone else. It's always better to be our own boss than to be, working at another place or working for other people. It's always going to be a sense of fulfillment and happiness. Just like myself here, whether people look at any content creator as working for themselves, it is definitely your own, being your own boss, working for yourself, having your own channel. That in itself is an accomplishment, and for those that maybe want to even do that, go right ahead. You might be on the verge of maybe, deciding to, initiate your own YouTube channel and eventually generate and monetize your channel. But you're working for yourself. You are setting your time, your schedule. You're doing it your way. And it's a beautiful thing. But it's building you up toward success in the long run. And then eventually you're going to see the fruits of all your hard work. So in other words, when you start out and you dedicate yourself and you're ambitious about what it is that you want for yourself at this time, eventually, believe me, all that hard work is going to pay off big time, monetarily, but there's also a sense of just being very content with the actions that you took. You didn't sit on it. You didn't just sit with it in your mind. You just kind of just took charge, right? You have that take charge energy to really progress to what it is. And so as we wind down, because we're 11 minutes in, and this is actually so far the shortest reading behind this, because it's very direct and straightforward. With the other readings, it was a little bit more going on with those readings. But with you guys, collectively, I'm seeing that for most of you, you are definitely doing your thing. And like I said, you are like a fireball. So you are truly in your energy. And when I look at the top of the deck, I see here the Wheel of Fortune. So fortune, abundance is surrounding you. But also the wheel also speaks about that this is your time. This is your season. And somehow I feel that intuitively, like you know it. Or that the energy of this full moon is like giving you that zest. It's giving you that gusto to really know that this is your time and that the timing is right. In which also to kind of set things in motion, to continue that, because it's like you putting forth the effort, it's going to pay off, but know that luck is on your side. And so once we know that luck is on our side and the wheel is in our favor, we are destined for success. We are destined to be all that we can be at this time. So good job, my fire signs. I'm going to move on to the last two cards, which will be the oracles, because like I said, there's nothing more that I want to express here. You guys are showing up very well, and I feel that you are going to yield very positive results by having this energy at this time. Now, as we wind down, I went to the Soul's Journey deck to see what it is that Spirit wanted to highlight in terms of what it is you need to either let go, which generally full moons is about that energy, but more so if it was something, an energy that you need to embrace. And what came out was that of patience. And I feel that this is where some of you have been. You're coming out of a period of patience. And it says here, I accept that everything happens in divine order, akin to the will. The timing is right. I feel that some of you have been waiting for something. And I feel that now you're going to see, because of your patience and because of your perseverance and determination and not giving up, this is where I feel your patience is about to pay off in a big way. And we wrap it up and close out with two other messages from Spirit to see what it is that they want to advise you in terms of message of comfort and inspiration. One came out when I did the shuffle, of course, but also one flipped out. And so I decided to just keep it. So you guys are lucky. You guys got two messages, which is probably something that somebody needs to hear. So the message that actually came out, this is not the flipper, the one that actually came out was this. Excuse me. My smoke, I'm burning incense, so the smoke is kind of like getting to me. But anyway, the message that came here is, instead of pushing yourself so hard, stop, breathe, and reevaluate. You are doing enough, even if it doesn't feel like it. Don't wear yourself out to the point of exhaustion. It is not worth it. Balance your time more wisely. So this is one message from Spirit for someone that needs to hear that. So it also could be a message where The timing is right. You don't need to do any more. Like, don't overdo yourself, right? Because sometimes we can be overzealous and outdo ourselves. But I feel that the pace in which you are going is the pace that you should be at right now, right? And for some, if you are finding yourself to, sometimes we can be too over ambitious and too overzealous, and we can burn out. So Spirit wants you to avoid a burnout, my fire signs, okay? And then the other message that came out, which was the flipper, is make it your mission to accept all parts of you, the good, and what you perceive to be your imperfections. Don't look for any outside validation. It's already within you. Once you realize your true beauty and potential, you would never doubt yourself again. And I feel that though a portion of you is, like I said, dancing to the beat of your own drum. You haven't looked for other people's validations. You are dismissing other people's opinions, viewpoints, and what it is that they may want you to do, but you are moving forward in a way that you are showing up as your true, authentic self. You are being ambitious for yourself and what it is that you want to do. You are manifesting. That's another side message too. Your manifestation skills is very high. So continue to utilize this energy to manifest what it is that you want. Set intentions. As well, release anything that you might feel that is blocking you or may block you down the future. But manifest, 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 because you are definitely my fire signs. You are bringing all that you want into your reality at this time. So good job. I'm going to leave it there. I hope the messages was helpful. If it was, send some fire to that thumbs button to give me a like. If you want, you can drop me some feedback into the comment section. And if you want an extended version of this full moon reading, I am open for private sessions. The information will be linked in the description box where you can book me for a personal. Until the next reading, everyone, I'm wishing all of you an amazing and wonderful night. Peace, love, and light. Thank you for watching.